That's the most silly.
I'm actually amazed he used the vending machine.
At least the good thing is you're sort of sick in the mud, and I don't really care that as much. So I mean, I think
It'll be a good dynamic.
Yeah.
Oh, Triforce is with us?
Yes, he is.
Oh my goodness, the living legend.
What I am is someone who is always a Mr. Spock who's learning how to be Captain Kirk. I'm learning the social side, and in doing so, I'm learning all the drama that goes with it. It's part of a bigger puzzle.
Back to cleaning.
Well, today just sent you a Zoom meeting that you have to come to now. If you guys start answering your phone. Okay,
Yeah, last time I saw a view like this was when I saw those things hanging in the post office.
How are you doing this evening, Billy?
Are you kidding? This is my favorite place.
Okay, please wait. The meeting host.
I'm gonna turn up your phone just to make sure.
Well, here's one you could cut. Oh, we're
video?
gonna have a lot of
Okay,
people
good.
hating
That
this
means that
podcast.
the
Spoiler
live
alert.
stream is playing through sound. Like Neil and I
Why
would
would
be
people
able to
hate
hear
the
the sound
podcast,
on the
Neil?
stream.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good podcast. We'll be charming.
We're gonna get so much hate. It's gonna.
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh, it'll be horrible.
Oh, it's gonna mess up everybody.
Hey!
Hey.
Where you been?
Just I've been around to a few different places. Let's just say I've been traveling.
Cool. You want to start a podcast?
Yeah. Well, I think you should start a podcast, and then I'll just like tag along. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Hey,
Well, hi, Robbie. Hi, Casey. How you doing?
what up, Jason?
How's it going?
Welcome, Blake. What's going on, man?
Thanks, Robbie.
Not a lot. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm first. I get blamed first. Is that what it is? Alright, hi
I thought when I
everyone.
let you in that you were gonna fuck it all up.
This is like Alcoholics Anonymous, but for Donkey Kong. Everybody's involved with Donkey Kong here.
I mean, there's a bunch of people you have to say my name. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, there's Triforce. What's up, dude?
Fantastic.
Yep, now he's gone.
He's
That was
gone.
it.
All right,
That was
I'm
his
gonna
appearance.
unmute the
Well, it's
mic,
nice seeing
so
ya.
Here we go. He's
That's all he does.
One shot.
Because we'll all name this in the future.
Oh,
So if we look like the Brady Bunch, where am I in the scale here?
you're exactly in the middle.
You're
I don't know
Marsha.
how-
Marsha.
Hey, there's that beautiful face. How's it going, Sid?
Okay, how you doing?
What drama? I missed drama. What happened?
All right. Good evening to viewers and welcome to the stream. As you can see from my spooky new overlay, we have quite a treat for you. As the description says, it was a dark and stormy night last night. I mean, not really, but flights were delayed because of lightning. Hi, Blake. Thank you for all your help. Flights were delayed. Donkey Kongs were possessed. Things needed to be diagnosed, and only one man was right for the job. Usually on streams, this is the guy you blame, but here he is known only as the arcade technician. So, we have
losers. We have
this asshole. It's alright. Well, first of all, I guess let's start by listing everything you did to this lovely Donkey Kong that Topher is now playing. Oh, so lovely on the stream. First time we streamed.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I broke everything.
Yeah, I guess if you want to turn it over to Billy Mitchell's stream ever when you're getting bored with us, you can see what it's like for him to have no one to blame. He has no excuse but himself.
Yes, it is. What's up, losers?
Hey, Jedi! Give it up for Alexis.
Give it up for Alexis. Yeah.
Can you guys hear us and everything okay?
Alexis currently is at Home Depot right now. She's on the. She's trying to make ends meet at the cash register. She's working the paint counter. She's stirring the dipstick in the paint. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I walked in, and this cabinet is literally floating. This shit was possessed.
Yeah. As you can see from the Photoshop, this is an exact artist depiction
Yes.
of what my house looks like and what the setup is.
Exactly like that.
I have an attic specifically where I keep the Donkey Kong. So we had to, go upstairs to the attic.
That's hilarious.
That's not true. It's not true. This is good.
Isn't this guy? Isn't he the one that usually is on not Jedi, the other guy? He's on Bill Stream, I think.
Renki, that'd be Blake.
The nobody. No.
And this guy on Bill Stream, yeah, sometimes.
Nobody.
Oh, yeah, we get subtitles in the app. That's fun. Hopefully they get our subtitles right.
Oh, we get subtitles.
Yeah, that's
Only
possible.
English? So if I speak my Spanglish, I'm screwed.
See what happens. Speak Spanish.
No way. There's no way.
There's no way.
No way.
What?
They don't do subtitles.
You want this? Not anymore. Aw, we love you too. So I'm not playing the game. Topher's playing the game because he likes Donkey Kong considerable amounts more than I do. I just own the Donkey Kong. I don't play it.
She will now, damn it.
That's true. That is true.
And she will now.
We're just going to hang out and do kind of a tester stream. We'll tell you stories if you want to hear stories or if you have any questions.
Chances are everybody wants to know what the hell happened to the machine and why was I here, so.
Jedi's hosting us, so we probably have more than the 2 viewers now.
Now it's going to be 3 viewers.
It's true. It's true. It helps. If I can maintain a consistent 3 viewers every time I stream, I might get to affiliate one day. So don't crush my dreams.
Interesting. I feel like my face is like rubbing off on this power.
Oh man, we actually ended up sitting correctly under the caricatures.
Oh, wow.
We're smart.
Yes.
We're smart.
And actually wearing the shirt too.
I'm not wearing the shirt. I could I guess clutch my laptop to make it a little bit more obvious that it's me, but
No.
then that would kind of screw up the stream.
Yeah.
How does the stream look, Blake and Jedi? Like, is it skippy or is it kind of playing for you guys the same way that it looks to us? We did go up to 3 viewers. Look at that. We're killing it.
Should I?
My target audience is a little blue, so, they don't come on until like 9 o'clock anyway.
Alright. Looks good. Audio and video look good. Alright, cool.
Yay!
Yay!
Opa! I wonder what would happen. All right, guys, tell me how the sound is if I just set the mic down on the table between Neil and I, because then I can drink like I usually do. I can hold a beer.
We can hold a beer.
I can go get my vaporized medication. Say it in the legal way for the stream.
The sound and video off sync by about half a second.
Oh, hey,
but good enough.
Carlos.
Carlito.
I always miss you in the chat. So
We
what
can
up?
still hear you. We can't hear Neil, but we can hear Casey. Is it because I'm too short?
Your mic can't reach the microphone as easily.
Yeah, right.
Your mouth. There's too many feet away between you and the microphone.
I hate him busting my chops.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I thought we were getting like real notes on the stream. We're trying to improve things for you, the loyal viewers, and here you are busting our balls.
So yeah, it was a dark and stormy night,
Yeah.
and the arcade was possessed. I came in with my Hialeah holy water, and I started splashing it. And I was like, the power of Donkey Kong compels you, and all that shit.
The power of Bill compels
Oh,
you.
the power of Bill compels you. Boom! And, I started dropping that back down to the... Alright, I'm done busting balls. Oh, thank God.
Good. I can find something else to do. Oh. Give it up for Blake, arcade technician.
Yeah.
Stream technician. Neil's the arcade technician.
Stream technician.
I guess this would be technically the third meeting of the Neil Hernandez fan club.
Oh, yeah, we have a fan club. I didn't know I had a fan club. I didn't even know she was the president
Well,
of the
yeah,
fan
because
club.
you missed the first 2 meetings. So we were in Banning, California, and I'm here with David, I'm here with Jason Spindler, and we're trying to form the Neil Hernandez fan club. And Neil Hernandez is nowhere to be found. We went through 2 team meetings before this fucker even showed up. So now we're on meeting number 3. I've got assholes like Blake trying to come in here hot, telling me I'm not the president of the fan club, which is fucked up in of itself. So now here we are at meeting 3. We're gonna hope things in the club tensions can quell, and we can come together once again now that we've gotten everybody on board. This is the 3rd team meeting. I see that now David.
Adam Roberts.
Hey Adam, what up? And Eric Tetzler. I wish I was eating delicious, what's the one? In-N-Out burgers.
This is Facebook and that's Twitch, right? So,
correct. So Facebook's probably going to be a little bit after what we're actually living here in the living room, the spooky living room. Because see, I changed the colors on my stream.
Yeah. So this thing was possessed, right? So it's like going, just like in the movie. This thing was floating and shit.
It actually projectile green vomited on Neil, which I've never seen from a Donkey Kong.
Was really... Alright, so everybody's gonna be like, oh, what did Neil do? So there was a lot of things that were wrong, and I had to actually take apart the whole Donkey Kong and redo it again. So first thing was first. Casey and I did a FaceTime. I was in Miami and she was here in Indianapolis at her house, and I asked her to do certain stuff with the face cam, and I noticed that there was
it got weird.
It had a newer revision power supply, which it should not have at all. They had it with a hack, basically, or like a generic way to just give power to the board. But I told her, don't worry about it. I'm going to give you a rebuilt gold brick power supply, as it should. And luckily, the owner of the previous owner did the monitor, did the audio board, and he didn't know how to do the power supply. So, with that said and done, that's where I come in, and I told her I could do the power supply. And then I noticed we needed to change out some harnesses. The harness that was in there, unfortunately, was not kosher. Just popped in to say, damn it. Thank you, Captain.
Hey, Captain.
The harness was not kosher, so I had to go ahead and I picked up a Donkey Kong in Georgia a couple weeks ago, so I grabbed the harness out of that machine and brought it over here. So, yeah, I had to make that up. The control panel, rather than having an original joystick, it actually had a Wico red joystick, something very similar to Robotron. Clearly that doesn't go in. But I had to rewire, put another wiring into the control panel, put a Nintendo 4-way joystick. The 4-way joystick was lubed, cleaned, ready to go. And Topher is actually getting better at the game the moment I put it on. I put 2 brand new blue buttons and 1 brand new orange button from Mike's Arcade. I bought the buttons that I was going to shove it into the other. I was actually going to shove it into the other machine that I brought from Georgia, and I said, well, I'll just put it on this one, and you'll just pay me the difference or whatever. We'll figure it out. What else did I do? I had to glue back the service switch. The service switch, I had to glue it back on. What else? Yes, glued that back on. She had a coin jam. She actually had about $1.50 worth of quarters stuck in the
Fucking
machine
rich.
still.
Practically paid for itself, this machine.
Oh yeah, no, the $1.50 is really gonna make a difference there. The monitor needed adjustments on the brightness and a little bit of the color, and the focus. Nailed that on the head. What else? What else did it need?
Oh man.
I had a list. I mean,
You did.
Oh, the carriage bolts. The 8 carriage bolts. I made brand new 8, and I mean 8. 8. There you go. 8. I did 8.
Follow him on Etsy.
Yeah, follow me on Etsy. I did 8 carriage bolts that actually go onto the control panel. Typically, they're size M3, and they don't actually, you won't find them. But I found something else, another arcade machine that actually has M4, and I actually know how to remove the notch out of the carriage bolt, and you drop it in there. And now she has nice, shiny, non-rusted carriage bolts. She has a nice and shiny joystick, nice and shiny buttons. What else?
You did some special secrets that I was instructed. I'm not privy to tell the special secrets. It's like a chef's special sauce.
Exactly. So let's just say the cabinet itself is easier to move around. I actually put some feet on it. I can't say exactly which ones, because these are my little secrets.
It's a theatrical Donkey Kong. If it were to ever be used as, say, a musical stage show, it could be scooted across the stage very quickly.
Yeah. So I did that, installed that. The board was actually having an issue when Robbie was here, and he did notice.
Robbie Lakeman broke my Donkey Kong, so that's kind of cool.
We noticed that there was something actually wrong with the board. So I grabbed the board, I dismantled every chip that I possibly could, and I went to town, did a little bit of cleaning. You'll see a little bit of the results on Instagram and Facebook. And right now she's been working fine all afternoon. So when we got in here, what was like, flight delay. By the time you guys picked me up, I was in here by midnight, 12:30, and I just started working like at 12:30. And I didn't stop till about 4:45, almost 5 in the morning.
The witching hour.
Yeah, the witching hour. So that's where this whole cover comes in, because who else would be working at this fucking time, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we went ahead and I decided to start working immediately, and I just went to town.
People seem to think that I was really cracking the whip and making you work, but
no.
That was not the case.
No. Actually,
in fact, I could not stop Neil from working, not even to watch 90 Day Fiance, which was,
No, I needed. We installed 2 brand new locks, because the other one was a mailbox lock, and then the other one there was nothing there. They were using 2 screws. So luckily I brought locks with extra keys, and she's got brand new locks. What else? I cleaned the EEPROMs. I had to clean all the EEPROMs.
I was gonna say you also cleaned the back of the marquee, the inside of the monitor, and everything. Did some general scratch and buff work, so everything is nice and clear and crispy.
Yep.
You recentered stuff.
I had to do adjustments on the monitor. I had to center the board. It was off to whoever adjusted it was cockeyed, I guess, and they're off to the left. So I had to bring it back in. Now come fix my games. I'm 90 minutes away. I will pick you up.
Captain is Jeff, who was storing the Donkey Kong for me. So I got to drive down there, pick her up, have Jeff and Missy, kind of 2-man, try to load it into Missy's CRV. It was a fun day. Fun little road trip.
Fun road trip. The cabinet is not original wood. It's one of these CNC recut ones, but they did an excellent job on it. Team Holdings on the money.
To look her.
She'll win 3rd place. That's for sure. Not 1st place. 3rd place.
I'm glad to be par with my Donkey Kong.
Exactly. But original parts. Anybody comes over here, they're literally playing legit, and possibly the smoothest joystick in all Indianapolis is in this house. So anybody goes to Tappers, they're gonna notice there's a big difference between here and Tappers.
Yeah, we're sorry, guys. I guess maybe Tappers, while you guys are just now reopening, adjust the joystick. Let's compete.
It's a repro cabinet. Yeah, it's a CNC cut one, but they did a very good job on it, and it's actually not bad. The sides are just redone, but the back, actually, I think it's birch wood, based on when I looked. But I didn't put much attention to it. I just did everything else on it. What else? I had to clean the monitor. Still had a lot of black dust.
It's a press board.
It's a press board, correct. I call it CNC because at that point it's the only way I've been seeing them. But no, whoever did a very excellent job. They did the sticker on the sides came out great. What else?
What else?
Everything else was working fine. Really, it's fine. I noticed I did catch the glitch on the chip on the boards. So I mean, there was like 4 or 5 chips. Actually, about 6 or 7.
What exactly did you do on the resetting of the control panel? That was because of the joystick difference. That was the part that you kind of had to spend the most.
You guys, because you guys won't believe this shit.
Oh, see, look at this. It's all camera work, guys. And the stream is still working without like crazy skips or anything. This is fantastic. Look at this production value.
Alright, so this was the power supply that was installed. Standard switching power supply. I don't like it. Basura. Then, this is where it got really interesting.
Okay, in the Ziploc.
In the Ziploc, like a dead guy.
Oh.
So,
Ceremony or something.
somebody manufactured this. It shouldn't go in, but this bracket here, these guys here, this would sit on the control panel like so, and then the joystick obviously sits on it. But this was what was in there. It's a Wico joystick.
Very cute and cartoony if you want to use it as a prop, but maybe not if you want to play the game.
This is not for Donkey Kong at all. No, 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 no. It's a big no-no. So yeah, we managed to.
I'm glad to have a good working Donkey Kong too.
Yep.
I think someone's already claimed it as his Indianapolis Donkey Kong, so I'm not going to mention any names here. Some egomaniac.
So yeah, we went ahead and swapped out the joystick for a real Nintendo original joystick, not a repro, an original. So this guy here, this Wico, I'll probably end up using it for Miss Pac-Man or Robotron or something. I don't know. We'll figure something else out with it later, but this is what it is. So yeah,
This is what it is.
I'm very happy that everything went well.
Topher seems to be jamming and practicing his Kong game strong. You know, new to the arcade gaming, much more of a Call of Duty, PlayStation 4 kind of guy. But you know, when you have a Donkey Kong in the house, mere feet away from the PlayStation 4, heads can be turned, kind of like that meme of, you know, the guy with his one girlfriend looking back at the other hot chick. The Donkey Kong now is kind of the hot chick, like, move over, PlayStation 4.
I had to adjust the actual jump button and the player 1, player 2 buttons. Had to adjust that.
That's true.
So the actual micro switch, there's I'm gonna bring it to you. How about that? Hold that. Hold that. Hold on. Hold it. I'm gonna bring more ports up. Show it though.
Woo! Yeah, because the good news is, since this is being streamed to my Twitch, we will be able to record it, download it, and use it later on YouTube and for further episodes of the podcast. Also, if you guys have any, like, very specific questions about Donkey Kong Repair, Neil's harrowing journey to Indianapolis after the Tarmac was struck by lightning, delaying the flight, proving maybe that Satan was on our side and not Donkey Kong Jesus.
I can't find it. But the switch, it's not a regular micro switch. It actually, what we call a plunger button. And the button is supposed to plunge down into the other secondary piece of the button like so. And then the micro switch actually has an adjustment on the lever. And that's what it does. I just said be right back. I don't know why. Okay, now.
I don't know either.
So yeah, the micro switch actually has an adjustment, and you have to adjust it just right. If you adjust it too high, what happens is if you breathe on the button, you're magically jumping. If you put it too deep down, you have to hit the button all the way toward the bottom, and then it will jump. But you have to adjust it just right, and there's a sweet spot for it, and luckily I know where it's at. It's like, you know, it's like a girl, you know, she has a sweet spot too, but you guys wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
So it's unfortunate that the stream is in front of you and I can't, like, you know, give you shit. That's what she said deep down. Ayo! Regular Andrew Dice Clay stream over here, authentic 80s shit.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, let me see something. I can't see who's in though, or whatever. My Centipede Cabaret had a Wico stick It was converted to a Super Pac-Man. It was converted back to a Centipede, but because I'm not a heathen, because it was a gift from my fiance, she wanted a Centipede. She got one. Okay,
That's nice.
it's nice. Maybe the trackball would be essential on Centipede. Maybe the house is possessed. Oh no, it's the cat.
No, it's my cat opening.
I was like, oh, the house is still possessed. No, it's just a cat. Never
My
mind.
cat's really down with sitting in Neil's suitcase.
Yeah, she has this thing. She likes to sit in the suitcase. I don't know why.
Just staring at him.
Oh yeah.
What about Beyonce? That's a good question. What about Beyonce?
What is Beyonce?
Oh,
your
your
fiance.
Beyonce.
You're way off.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah. What about Beyonce or your fiance? Incredible. What else did we do to it? I sprayed electric cleaner everywhere on the board. Every single plug, every single EEPROM got electric cleaner. You would only have one job.
Yeah.
Pick up her phone. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Pick up the phone. What else did I do? We used electric cleaner. We put a little bit of WD-40 on the locks.
You randomly fixed my front door.
Randomly fixed your front door and the front gate. There was a little squeakiness. I had a bottle of WD-40. It just makes sense. I couldn't stand the squeakiness. They're used to
We'll
it, not
just
me.
extend the trip. You can stay another week. I got some shit going on with the bathroom. Like the plumbing's getting a little.
No. This guy's no plumber. I look like
But
Mario,
I
but
didn't say
definitely
you
not a
had to be
plumber.
certified, man.
No.
Just take a fucking stab at it, all right?
No, it's not happening.
You've got God on your side. Look, I did a Photoshop about it. Like we're gonna be fine. Well, yeah, Jeff and Blake and Jedi, if you're still in there, give me some conversation points that maybe you would like in an upcoming arcade technician featuring Neil Hernandez, real name, interview or anything for the podcast, because I'm going to try to get that recorded before he heads out. Oh yeah, no, we're going to be here for I'm taking a wild guess. I don't know for sure. Maybe someone can tell us if Bill's still streaming. But I'm going to keep saying this. Now he has no excuse. Usually it's like, oh, Casey came in and said hello and it screwed me up. Oh, blame Neil. But now there's no excuse, Bill. You're over there all by yourself. I need to see 1,000,000 points.
Well, it's not like, it's not like he needs to, he's not in a hurry anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I think he kind of got some vindication this week, so congratulations to that. And even further, congratulations to Robbie for getting his rightful throne back. I only hang out with kings of Donkey Kong, so I was going to have to write one of them off.
Horrible game changed my mind. Oh, yeah. It's a fun game. You just got to get into it.
I've never even heard of that game, so...
That's a long story. Non-important.
Okay.
Not at this moment. Right now, this is Donkey Kong. It's on like Donkey Kong. But yeah, I'm trying to share. Here we go. Could I share it?
Yeah, you have to go there where it's live, like on your little one.
Oh, shit. It's on your TV.
Share. Look at that.
Watch party.
Ooh, what's your personal best on Donkey Kong?
I think it was at no wait, I think I topped 250 on it. I was drunk one night and a friend of mine, Steve, his screen name is Militia Man. Steve, he's like, I challenge you to a high score on Donkey Kong. I said, sure. So I started drinking. He was drinking, and I think I surpassed 250. And he bumped me, and I just got there, and that's it. Like I just crapped out. But it works.
There we go.
Yeah. You'll be notified when people join your watch party. Okay, cool. Hey. I gotta get closer. I can't read it well. I got 2 Pac-Mans, a Miss Pac-Man, a Gorf, Defender, Asteroids, Donkey Kong Cocktail, Donkey Kong Jr. Cocktail, Burger Time, and Space Invaders Deluxe that need fixing. Get over here.
I'm gonna get my camera.
I mean,
so-
shit, if you have all
You
of
got
these
this.
broken, what are you doing buying them? Leave some for me.
That's what I said. He's got all these Pac-Mans, and I'm trying to get me a Pac-Man.
Oh, so-and-so. This is for so-and-so. I just bought a Space Invaders. Gonna invade my space.
Hey.
Hey! So, yeah. Quite interesting, really. So, with Donkey Kong Cocktail, the pain in the butt is it has a 4-stack. And that board, you look at it wrong, it'll break. We all know that. There's nothing new about it. The Donkey Kong Jr. Cocktail, in other words, you could actually swap the Donkey Kong regular board and the Donkey Kong Jr. board in there, and you could switch back and forth to Donkey Kong Jr. on a Donkey Kong Jr. Cocktail. That's pretty nice, though. Gorf, very fun game, extremely hard. It has a sandwich board, pain in the ass. Miss Pac, thank God somebody believes in this game. There's a guy out in Georgia. His screening was Merritt's. Really good guy. This guy just dedicates himself to Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man. Don't ask him for anything else. Don't ask him to fix a Donkey Kong. Don't ask him to fix Gorf. Don't ask him for a Centipede. Don't ask him for shit. Just ask him for the Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man. Slow or fast, he's got it, and he's still running the original boards. So he's very good at what he does. Burger Time. Burger Time has another pain in the ass board, but when you get it up and running, it'll defend itself. Space Invaders Deluxe. I stopped working on Space Invaders. It's a pain in the butt. There was one in Arcade Monsters. Interested how much for a board? For Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, when you go on eBay, you're going to notice he's in Georgia. You're going to notice he's in Georgia. You go on eBay, you're going to find him on Georgia. The guy's legit. I've actually sent him a lot of people. He doesn't even know I've sent them, but I know that's the guy, you know? But yeah. What else? So what else do you guys want to talk about? I'm actually impressed that Casey went ahead and probably spent like an hour on this poster of Neil Hernandez is the arcade technician, like spooky shit. And I thought it was funny as hell. That's the next cabin I want to get. Either one, I want a multi-pack. Alright, I mean, it's Pac-Man. Nothing special there. I mean, not that you're going to get the high score anyways. 3,333,360. You know. Yeah. Yes, I want a beer. What's a hams? I'll go with the other one. I'll go with the other one. I'm going to have a beer. Bud Light lemonade, because I'm on a diet. Alright. I needed a beer anyways. I've had a long-ass day since yesterday. I made this as quickly as possible so I wouldn't have to...
Just by me, so it's a
Oh. We have a poster we could show and tell.
So this is just a... Yeah, can you guys see this? It's got Bill here on the bottom, Robbie here on the top. But back when I met Robbie for the first time in February, we brought them in for the Legends of Donkey Kong match. And Robbie did win, as he has won now. But I just find it wonderful and happy that now both the Legends of Donkey Kong are, in my opinion, reinstated to the points of history they need to be.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Robbie's freaking clutch. That guy just pulled one out of his butt.
Oh,
Talk about bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, right?
Yep.
Full count, hits a grand slam to win the World Series. That was like one of those situations. And this is somebody that didn't have anything good going for him for the last, year and a half?
Oh my god.
This just and then
There was some bullshit.
yeah, a lot of bullshit. You know? If you look at his world record, it's hilarious. He's like, oh yeah, you know, don't turn the barrels for me, you know, and he's just getting beat up by the machine the whole time. But he did very well. Very proud of Robbie. I'm actually extremely happy for him. He definitely did need it. He needed that one big time.
That was a nice text to be able to send. Just congratulations,
Oh, yeah.
friend. Welcome back.
Oh my God, it's Marcel. Hi, Marcel.
Hi, Marcel.
He probably has me on his big screen TV, and he's like, "This bum, this bum is on my TV screen."
Hey, that's true. I guess if we're getting like a lot of people that that watch Bill's stream and are in the Neil Hernandez fan club by proxy on Twitch, they probably don't have a face
Why didn't
connected
someone
to my
do Neil's
name.
makeup? Adrian, I didn't do my makeup.
I only had time to do my own.
Yeah, like the hell. I just threw gel, slapped it on the side, and I just finished working here. You know.
It's true.
He's just jealous. You know, that's all. Doesn't get it like that.
Yeah. I mean, I do have a little bit of purple lipstick if you want to like add that to the look.
No,
just
we're not doing purple lipstick.
You sure? A little goth look for this this theme stream.
Actually, if possible, I'm gonna get that logo, the Arcade Division. I'm gonna make it a shirt because
Oh, absolutely.
Marcel said I should make it a shirt. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go and piss off people like that. You
Would
know?
you guys order it if it was on something like Threadless or Redbubble?
Yeah.
Because that way, you can list the shirt as something that people can order, and they just go to the website. The only unfortunate thing with that is you are not paying to print your shirt out, but you only get like a small percentage of the sales. So like, the person is paying the company to print the shirt out for them, and you host your design on the website, and then they give you like $1 or $2 of every sale. So like, it gets super popular, yay!
Yeah.
But like, you can't do like a t-shirt buy and a markup. So if you're poor as shit like me, and you just want to list your multiple cartoon designs and make $1 a week, you know, just to make yourself feel good on that Tiger King shirt. My Tiger King shirt and my Billy is my homeboy shirt are my two biggest sellers. So if you need a shirt that has Bill kind of like Jesus, like the Jesus is my homeboy shirt, and then it says Billy is my homeboy, same pose with Jesus, it's great. And then I also have a Tiger King cartoon shirt that says I saw Tiger, the Tiger saw man. Very moving t-shirt. So for $20 they could
You
be
should
yours.
have come and filmed from Arcade Monsters. Bro, I'm in
Aw.
Indianapolis right now.
Yeah. I would have loved to have been filming in Arcade
Brian
Monsters.
Jones, we're in the presence of glory. Brian Jones. Brian Jones, he's a.
I know the
gift.
name.
That guy's God's gift to old school arcade.
Hi, Brian.
Yeah, he's clutch. I love him. He's probably gonna tell me how fast the county bus is going. I should step in front of it. Probably gonna say
Aw, that's
something like that.
nice.
I want Neil as my homeboy shirt.
Okay, all right. Story time stream. Story time stream.
Story time.
So I have a little Threadless shop. I can talk, and I have like Team Billy shirts. I've got a Richie Knuckles shirt where it's got a. I have no Neil.
I have Neil toilet paper. Thank you, Brian. I really that is a limited edition, isn't it? Or you just have a container
It's like
full
the
of it.
Trump toilet paper. It was
Yeah, like
super
Trump.
popular
Oh,
in Japan.
oh, for sure.
You
The
gotta
Trump
order
toilet
it on the
paper.
black
Yeah,
market.
you probably use the same company too.
It's not actual licensed Neil memorabilia like I was trying to host here on this Threadless shop. But yeah, I had like a Richie shirt. It was Cartoon Richie doing like rock and roll hands. It says Kong off on it. All sorts of fun stuff. I have one that has Steve Weeby on it that says it's Weeby because his name's consistently mispronounced in The King of Kong. And then I put a Blade Neil shirt out. This guy calls me. He's the only person on my Threadless shop who's like, I can't have my face on a t-shirt. Like he's being followed by the FBI.
Like that. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with people running around with my face on a shirt. This doesn't make sense. A sticker, I could. No, I like the sticker. That's fine. It gets really like weird. You know what I mean? It's just really, really weird. You're replying to Brian. You put a turd.
Aww.
That's why I put my Facebook on here and hosted this because I knew we're on Twitch here, but Facebook here. But yeah, I invented what the fuck. Yes, that is true. Brian Jones invented WTF Neil. That is true. 100%. Brian all the way.
Thank you so much. I needed a way to
and then the bus
convey my feelings.
The bus just kept running me over on that speed bump. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. And I got stuck somewhere around the bottom of the bus. And it just stayed like that.
Bottom of the bus, back of the bus.
And then he started backing it
somewhere
up.
near the bus.
And then he would start backing it up to make sure I was dead. Yeah, it's still alive though. All right, Adrian. Have a good night, boss. Congrats on your expansion over at Arcade Monsters. Love you guys. I'll be over there soon. Oh, and Marcel invented FTG, which is fuck that guy. It's because some other guy, a friend of our, ex-friend of mine, friend of his, he's like grumpy from the Seven Dwarfs. He has this long ass beard, but he's really grumpy. Not gonna name his name because everybody knows who he is. But he, you say something positive about me, like, we're doing this podcast or whatever now.
Sure.
And you go like, hey Neil, hey, congratulations, or hey, did you hear Neil got this, and this, and this, and all his responses, he comes out and he goes, fuck that guy. That's exactly how he says it. Fuck that guy. And he's repeated it again. Fuck that guy. It's pretty funny. What did Speed Bump? More of a rumble strip. So what's going on in Indianapolis? I hope there's nothing going on. So I guess I'll restart the story again. I got more people in. So Brian, Casey called me up. She bought a Donkey Kong. The power supply, the original one, wasn't working. They slapped in a regular switching power supply, but we both know it doesn't really work very well on the Donkey Kong. The Donkey Kong actually had a couple glitches on the board. So I came over and I had to do my dirty work on it. I brought in a power supply with me from Miami. Weird. Yeah. When I got here, the cabinet was floating and it was possessed and shit. This thing was possessed. I'm not kidding you.
Neil was speaking in tongues.
Oh, yeah. In Spanish. And I was like, the power of Billy Mitchell compels you. The power of Billy Mitchell compels you. And I had Walter's book. Where you have the book?
I do. Actually, let me get the book.
Well, I had the book in my hand. I had Walter, the one with Todd Freeman on, the one that he made. I was holding it in my hand, and I was like, the power of Billy Mitchell compels you, like the Bible and shit. And I'm dead serious that happened. Here, hold on. I'm gonna show you the book I used. Here. So it was more like this, right? And then I had it like this. Like that, and I walked in, and then I had the 4-way joystick in one hand and the water, and I was like, the power of Billy Mitchell compels you, and I kept doing it that, and I undemonized it. So yeah, that was pretty good. Long story short, somebody shoved the Wicco joystick on the control panel. That didn't do too well. So we put, I had to bring in an original Nintendo 4-way joystick. I bought 2 blue, 1 orange, brand new reproduced buttons that Mike's Arcade had. I had to run a brand new harness from the control panel all the way back to the board, which I had. I pulled the harness from the Donkey Kong cabinets that I brought from Georgia, so that's helping her. What else did I do? I had to adjust the monitor. I had to adjust a couple of the colors.
You started your Etsy store and made those.
Oh, the carriage bolts. Carriage bolts on the control panel. There's 8 of them. I actually had to make those carriage bolts. I had to notch out the little square off of it. I used the carriage bolts from something else to make them again, but they come out really nice and shiny. That's why I use them. What else did I do? I had to put the locks in there too. Yeah, I had to put the locks. There was one of the CoinMax were jammed up all the way. It had like about $1.75 in it. I had to take it apart, clean it, and then put it back together again. The service switch, the little knob, actually there's a little knob, it broke off. I had to hot glue it and tie wrap it back in place. What else? What else did I get? Oh, I had to Windex the crap out of it. The monitor was dirty as hell. And I was like looking, I was like, man, I wonder if the focus is off, So I had to go and wipe it down real nice and clean. And she's running very well. Clearly, anybody that shows up to Casey's house has a competitive Donkey Kong machine in their possessions. It could be Robbie Lakeman, it could be Bill Mitchell, it could be Brian Koo, it could be anybody that is at anybody.
That would be a fantastic.
Yep. Oh, and I did not know I actually have a Neil Hernandez fan club. I beat you on that one, Brian, fair and square. I have a Neil Hernandez fan club, which I was unaware, but it's in this house. This is home headquarters to the Neil Hernandez HQ, and I did not know this. So I'm actually, I'm really impressed. So yeah. Is Casey who makes the character? Yes, she is. She's it. You want one? Just I'm gonna make sure to draw you a little stick figure, and then like a bow and arrow right through the head.
No, I do them for real cheap, like little Twitch avatar guys. Just PayPal me what you think it's worth. Buy me a beer sometime. I'm usually good to
There's
go.
no accounting for taste.
That's true.
So that's Brian Jones.
Oh,
He,
yeah.
he went from here to there.
Yeah, we've spoken on Bill's channel. I guess that's true. If you don't know my face, but you know my name from Billy's channel, I am Uncanny Casey. My name's Casey, for real.
Yeah.
It's not a fake name.
Oh, the EEPROMs. The EEPROMs had a lot of crust on it.
Crusty EEPROM.
Had a lot of crust. Had to clean every single EEPROM. Had to use electric cleaner on basically the whole both boards. There was a couple of chips were really, really, really black. They were really black. I had to clean them, wipe them down. That works. The board is stable. I had to adjust, center it on the monitor. It was off. Whoever adjusted it prior to me was cockeyed, I guess, and it had a little bit off to the left. You know, so I had to readjust it, bring it back in the middle.
I like to stir the pot on Bill's channel too, Brian. I get timed out a lot.
Oh yeah.
They finally, to their detriment, maybe gave me moderator status, so now they can't really time me out as much as they liked to. Junior used to say that like I had the worst timing ever. It wasn't quite as bad as a Blame Neal situation, but anytime Bill had a good run going or like we were close to Perfect Pac-Man, I would just come in trying to be pleasant, and I'd be like, "Hey, gentlemen, hi guys, good game, Bill," and then he'd look up and he'd want to respond to me and check his chat, and he'd promptly die. And so there would be times where Bill's son would just text me, and he's like, just don't get on the stream. Just don't do it. You're not welcome here. So, you know, it's getting to Neil point. It's getting to that point. I don't have an emoji yet for Blame.
Did you read? He goes, how many copies of Walter's books is Neil sitting on?
We actually, we have a whole box down there.
I'm sitting on the box, Brian. If that's what you wanted me to say, yes. I suck at Pleasant.
I got him a booster seat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this shirt, I bought it at Baby Gap, Brian, so you know. Baby Gap. Like. So, yeah.
You suck at Pleasant.
You suck at Pleasant. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
I do sometimes. But
Hey, you know what? We should have a
Pretty good
panel.
part.
We should have a panel over at Free Play. Just, you know, trash Neil one day. Just one day. Like from 7 to 9 for 2 hours straight. Just go ahead and go off on me. I would love to hear everything that Brian's got.
I will actually. Hey, Alan Stahl.
Alan Stahl joined via Facebook. Thank you, guys.
Ooh.
Christopher Guevara.
The
The fuck? That's my Rick Medina. Oh, Rick showed up.
Oh, we get in the heart. Get in the heart.
If you guys actually zoom in onto that photo where it says the arcade technician, there's a Donkey Kong in the windowsill, and the guy with the bag is supposedly me. Oh, I got a lot more. Oh, that's every panel. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I lost my fan club. Alan Stahl was actually the president of my fan club, but I think he's turncoating on me over here on Facebook now. So, you know, you give the fans a little something special on the stream, and they leave you for the special guests. But that's okay. You know, that's why I want to start a podcast, because nobody goes to the podcast for the podcast host. They're the even keel. You have the podcast characters pop up. To my left, here's one of them.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Hey!
I showed up because I was a possessed Donkey Kong in Indianapolis.
The power of Kong compels you.
The power of Billy Mitchell compels you. That's what made it
I
go
actually
away.
have like a framed headshot of his that I kind of just carry around like a photograph of Jesus. And I use it to bless any possessed arcade memorabilia that I might purchase.
That's hilarious. That is simply hilarious. So, as you can see in the background there, Topher's going to go for another round here. Let's see how high he's going to get on that score. How high can you get?
High enough.
High enough, exactly.
I'm gonna take some more pictures while I've got the overhead light on.
Oh,
I'm doing some photography here as well. You know, we're getting artsy.
we're getting artsy.
Nice.
What else did I do here today?
What did you do here?
Man, I must have slept 4 or 5 hours. Ever since I got here in Indy, at 12:45 I started working. I didn't stop till about 5 o'clock in the morning. I just kept dogging that Donkey Kong. I said, son of a bitch is going to work. I had to strip her down and put her back in together.
I heard things. I saw things.
At one time I was kind of floating, but yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
around the witching hour, the Konging hour.
Yeah, exactly. The Konging hour. 3, 4 in the morning, it starts getting possessed. Green lights start shooting out of the marquee light. But yeah. So I hope you guys are having an awesome Saturday. Casey and Topher were nice enough to pay for my time and pay for my flight and chilling here with them, and we're doing a podcast. So not bad. I appreciate it, and I love it. So yeah. What else? Anybody else got any other questions? Brian, you got any more jokes? He's probably gonna tell me to just go to the bathroom and look down. That's gonna be his joke. Hey, I can't leave Brian out of that one. No, he's gonna probably tell me that. Oh yeah. What else did we do here? Well, I can't complain. The chat did what I needed to do. Did a lot. Oh, fixed the door. That's right, and the gate and the fence outside. I fixed it with WD-40. This podcast is sponsored by WD-40. Oh, and Ricky's restaurant down in Hollywood, Florida. Thanks, for sponsoring. Yeah, I can't leave Bill out of that one. Plays with John. Podcast show. All right. And Brian says he can't make that joke. He's Polish. Oh, okay. Aw. But yeah. Hey, how many hours are we supposed to be on this?
On stream?
Yeah. Drunken chat. All right. Well, why not? Oh wow, Brian Jones, watch this. I used Ricky's hot sauce to loosen some leg levelers. Wow, that is interesting. Oh, I'm gonna call Bill and tell him what other great uses this hot sauce is for. This is really interesting stuff. Oh, well, that would be great. Nice.
I don't censor myself.
Oh shit. That's amazing. Oh well. Oh, Nightbot. Nightbot hates everybody. Alan says Billy loves me too. Oh, he does. I wish Alan could actually put up photos on the chat. He'll show you. He would show you the red "Make Donkey Kong Great Again" hat that I gave him. He shows that off.
I've seen it.
That actually meant a lot to me, and I'm actually happy he has it because he deserved it.
Are you jealous of my cute little Donkey Kong pillows?
I don't have that.
I got these. They were $7 on Amazon, and they just come. They have little zippers in them. And you stuff them with filaments, and then you have Donkey Kong pillows. Yeah, you just let that be. Neil is about to get blamed on this stream too. You're over there fucking shit up. You fixed it, and I'm like, what are you gonna do? Like, you're gonna fuck it up to give yourself more work or something? Like, keep yourself relevant, or?
Yeah, job security, bro. Job security. That's how we
I mean,
do
I get it. Unemployment's hard and tough right now, so. Wow. Hey, Alan, remember when you said "wow, how" and I said aeroplanes? That was pretty funny.
Hey! How did he get to Indianapolis?
Airplane.
Here, what's that old joke from says, "Oh, I just flew in from wherever, like, you know, Ireland or wherever." He goes, "Boy, and my arms are tired." Yeah, that's exactly what I did, Alan. I flew in from Miami, and boy, are my arms tired. Flew over here.
Well, you know, Brian Koo has been blowing my phone up. He's been blowing Bill's phone up. He's been blowing Neil's phone up. And, you know, as you guys know, I like to take my road trips with Brian Koo. Whether it's 14 hours to visit Blake in Wisconsin for 2 hours, or, you know, all over Indianapolis in a day to hit every single arcade so that Brian can break 16 records at each of them. At each arcade in Indianapolis. So that was a very full day of getting up at like noon, you know, which is early for me because I stay up till like 5 in the morning. And it was a long day, like 12-hour day of arcading with Brian. But you know, he made a great suggestion to Neil. Like he thought that Neil had driven down here from Florida, and he said, you know, here's the thing, you know, it's just a 14-hour drive from Casey's house to Fun Spot. So I think Neil should just he should do whatever he's doing up there with Casey, and then he could just drive on through to Fun Spot. And like Bill's giving him crap about it. He's like, yeah, I mean, Neil, everybody that goes through Indianapolis just they make a stop at Fun Spot because in Brian Koo's mind, it is completely reasonable. Completely reasonable.
14 hours
for an arcade.
For an arcade.
Like, guys, I love it. I get it. You're passionate. You are keeping retro culture alive. I am somebody who likes to preserve pop culture elements. I collect toys and comic books. I get it. But 14 hours for an arcade you've been to?
I have yet in Fun Spot.
Same, actually.
I guess I'll have to be virginized when I walk into going into Fun Spot. What's your score now?
Yeah, we should check. He's got his head. Well,
I noticed he had his headphones.
I think he might be maybe listening to us. I think it just might be a little delayed. He's got practice. It's like he's like our kid that's about to go to like the Donkey Kong recital, and we don't want to like, you know, have him like fuck up and like get laughed out of high school or anything. Like that would be real bad. So, you know, just as encouraging loving parents, we want him to practice before starting his own stream. He'll be all right. You know, you gotta fall to fly. Oh yeah, that is my Yak ottoman and storage unit. You guys can't see it, but yeah, I got a lot of cool shit. At least I think it's cool. Brian wants me to ensure the main room of my home, or at least get it listed on some sort of like arcade map as like a Billy Mitchell Municipal Museum, I guess. Because he thinks I have a very unique collection, one of the largest and most unique collections of specifically like arcade artwork.
I just noticed something.
What did you just notice?
What is the screen name via Twitch? We're having an issue on Facebook because Marcel keeps joining in and out. It keeps coming in and out. So just in case, if you guys have Twitch,
it's twitch.tv/uncanny_Casey. CASEY.
There you go. Just in case we keep having issues, you know what's up.
Yeah, I guess we should keep checking in because this is mainly a test stream for how we can do some stuff here at the house remotely and start filming for the podcast and recording audio for the podcast.
I'm the first.
Yeah. See, that way, if shit gets fucked up by the first episode, I can just blame Neil and, like, you know, duck out early.
Exactly.
I'll have an excuse.
Exactly.
Like, this thing sucks. Like, Neil fucked it up. It wasn't me.
Yeah. Yep, indeed.
But yeah, if you guys could comment in the chat if you can still hear us well, still see us well. We have been on for an hour. That's nothing. Nothing.
I feel I ran out of things to say.
Oh yeah, no, you'll feel that. Sometimes you can just sit there and stare at them. That's what I do. The drunker you are, the more interesting it is.
Alexis, she's at Home Depot at the cash register.
Alan, are you still there? Can you see and hear us well? Are we skipping? Are we frozen? Anybody? Alexis.
I'm gonna make a screen name. Give it up for Alexis. Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Anybody out there in the Twitch universe want to tell me how to make little channel personal emojis? I'd get down for that. I would get super down for that. I just need to know what file type and how you would upload them into Twitch. So yeah, if somebody has a walkthrough for me to read, that'd be cool. I'll make some emotes. Yeah, we can hop off here. This was our successful first test stream. Go back and check our phones and see how it looks.
Come back in a little bit.
Yeah, we can maybe we can zoom and film some real shit for the podcast. Yeah. All right, team. We're gonna take a little break. Can't stop, won't stop. We're streaming, we're drinking, so stay tuned, and we'll tell you about like 10 minutes before we go live next time.
All right, guys. See you later. Bye. What do we do?
This is about what we do every day.
I went missing.
Now.
Yeah, it's not this
Hello,
year.
Walter.
Okay, you guys. There's a person who none of you guys know. It's his birthday, and he's a huge Billy Mitchell, Robbie Lakeman, DK fan. We're gonna bring him on now in a second as a surprise, and we've got to get Billy on first.
It's gonna take Billy a while to figure this one out. I watched him struggle to use a vending machine at Fun Spot.
That's the most Billy.
I'm actually amazed he used the vending machine.
At least the good thing is you're sort of sick in the mud, and I don't really care that as much. So I mean, I think
It'll be a good dynamic.
Yeah.
Oh, Triforce is with us?
Yes, he is.
Oh my goodness, the living legend.
What I am is someone who is always a Mr. Spock who's learning how to be Captain Kirk. I'm learning the social side, and in doing so, I'm learning all the drama.